You've been hitting the same invisible wall for months, maybe even years. You take 2 steps forward, only to be thrown 3 steps back. You're doing the work. You're praying. You're trying to believe. But your finances are still struggling. Your mind is still racing. And that mountain in your life hasn't moved. And now you're wondering, God, when will something finally change? Listen carefully. Maybe you don't need a bailout. Maybe you need a breakthrough that begins with obedience. You've been asking God to remove the wall, but there may be something He's asking you to change first. You've been praying for a new season while holding onto the habits, fears, distractions, and compromises that keep you trapped in the old one. The Israelites didn't watch Jericho fall while sitting still. They had to march. And sometimes faith means taking the next step before you see the entire path. But there's something else you need to hear. You may be exhausted because you've been trying to carry what God never asked you to carry. You pray for peace, then pick your anxiety back up. You ask God to take control, then spend the night trying to control every possible outcome. You say you trust Him, but your heart is still living as though everything depends on you. My child, it doesn't. God has not abandoned you in this difficult season. He sees the tears nobody else sees. He knows the prayers you've whispered when you had no strength left, and He knows exactly how long you've been waiting. Jesus said, "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." So stop running from the silence, put down the phone, turn off the noise, step away from the endless scrolling that temporarily distracts you from what your heart is trying to confront. Get somewhere quiet, get on your knees, tell God the truth. Tell Him what you're afraid of. Tell Him what you've been avoiding. Tell Him where you've been trying to do everything in your own strength. Then ask Him for wisdom for your next step. You don't have to fix your entire life tonight. You just have to obey the next thing God puts in front of you. Maybe it's making the difficult phone call. Maybe it's ending the relationship that keeps pulling you away from peace. Maybe it's confronting the debt you've been avoiding. Maybe it's forgiving someone. Maybe it's finally beginning the work you've been afraid to start. The wall may still be standing, but that doesn't mean God isn't working. Your delay is not proof that you've been forgotten. Your struggle is not the end of your story, so don't give up tonight. Don't let disappointment turn into unbelief. Don't let exhaustion convince you that nothing will ever change. Raise your head, take the next step. Surrender the outcome to God. And remember this, the battle is not over just because you're tired. God is still God in the waiting. He is still God in the wilderness. And He is still God standing beside you when you cannot see a way forward. So if you're ready to stop living in fear and start walking forward in faith, write this in the comments. The wall must fall. And then take your next step, not tomorrow, today.